Now, Prince Andrew has reportedly broken down in tears after being told by King Charles that he would never return to royal duties.
Now, the conversation allegedly happened before the Queen's death, and the Duke of York was said to be totally blindsided in a tense face-to-face meeting with his brother. For more, let's bring in Sunrise Royal editor and official biographer of King Charles, Rob Jobson. Rob, what do you reckon? Is this report correct? Prince Andrew obviously believed there was a way back for him, but the new king, would he ever allow it?
No, it's spot on, Koshy. I mean, the meeting took place at Burke Hall. It wasn't over lunch or anything. It was in a meeting, no food, no drink, maybe a cup of tea. But basically, it was made clear at that time, Andrew was sort of lobbying the Queen to see if he could make some sort of comeback, and we saw him on the arm of the Queen at the Prince Philip's Memorial. And then I think the Queen then just sort of said, look, Charles is dealing with this, and he was basically told that there is no way back whatsoever, and just, you're not going to have a role, you're not going to have any royal duties, it's just not going to happen.
So this obviously came as a surprise to him, probably not the public?
Well, I mean, the reality is he did a deal, I think, that, if he cleared his name, that he was going to have to sort of abandon his royal duties and stuff whilst he was focused on the case. When they settled the case with no guilt on either side, he, I think, assumed then that he would be allowed back, by which stage the shutters had already come down on the castle gates and he wasn't allowed back in. So, yeah, I think that he felt he was a bit blindsided. And when they had the Garter ceremony, where he's a member of the Order of the Garter, it was clear that a lot of members of the family, particularly Prince William, was very against him having any role whatsoever, and said, well, if he turns up for that, I'm not going to be there. So, this has got a there's a lot of issues going on here. Prince Charles, as he was, made it quite clear, but as a king, he's been even more clear and said that he couldn't even wear the uniform at the funeral. So, I think it's difficult, isn't it? Because the general public, after that interview, their minds made up, and it must be difficult for the king. It's his brother, he loves him, but at the same time, he's got to think of the monarchy, and the monarchy must come first.
Well, that was the stance always with the Queen, wasn't it? Even with Princess Margaret, the monarchy comes first. Sounds as though Charles is going to be just as black and white as his mum was when it comes to the family.
Well, absolutely right, because that whole thing with Princess Margaret and Peter Townsend, and she had to decide whether she wanted to marry him but then lose her title and lose all the benefits that go with it. So in this case, it's exactly the same. But what Charles is doing is and I think this is a good move, he's promoting Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, to be a Council of State. So when he's out of the country, she can step in as monarch, acting monarch, and Edward too. So as well as Prince William. So they are making steps to make sure that all the things are in place. But yeah, there's no way back for Andrew. I mean, at the end of the day, the case against him is not proven, but the TV interview, I think, was damning enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Court of public opinion, hey. Thank you very much, Rob. Talk to you soon.